All right, we're not giving up yet, right? Not giving up, because once you learn it, it'll be really nice, okay? And I know that it's not, you're not absorbing it as much as you want to, but that's the nature of something new and something different, and particularly Tai Chi. It challenges you. And the more you want to give up, the more it's telling you, no, don't give up, because teacher said it's going to come. It will come, okay? And with this being Halloween, you need to get out of your box and do something different, right? And I love all the people who did, you know, come with a celebration color or whatever on, so that's really nice. Let's take it back from the last repulsing of the monkey slanted this way. So we remember that left foot is forward, left hand pushes out, and right hand comes in to sit at the waist, whereas the right foot is in the back also at a 45, okay? We're gonna sit back, sit down. What do we do? Say it. Pivot the front, weight down, pirouette the back. What do you have with your hands? What kind of ball? Yeah, inverse, inside out, okay? What are you gonna do? What's the next foot that's gotta move? Right foot. And what is it gonna put on your toe or heel? Heel. And what do you do with your hands? Correct the inverse ball. Here we go. Kick out with your right heel, correct the ball. All right? Now here we are at maiden. What do we do now? We shift our weight to the right. We can do a T-stance for now. You're gonna spin the ball. Right heel comes out, right hand comes out. When it comes to your forehead, what do? Turn the hips and waist, put the shuttlecock right there. Hey, that wasn't so bad. We have to do the other side. Sit back, sit down. This time you're gonna pivot in, okay? You're gonna hold your ball. I'll let you put a T for now, okay? You have right foot weightless, right hand on the bottom. Everything matches. So as the right heel goes out, the right hand starts to spin the ball. When it goes to the forehead, place the left hand shuttlecock right there. All right, everybody looks good because I'm looking. Okay, good. Okay, come back. Okay, so we're moving into new increments. We're going to get a feel for maiden works a shuttle, and then maybe we'll tag on needle to the bottom of the sea, and we're almost done. Okay, so this is what it'll be advantageous if you can watch. This is where we started after we repulsed the monkey for the second time. Sit back, sit down, pivot, pirouette. Didn't do any crisscrossing with my hands. You said that the right foot has to kick out with its heel, and we said we have to correct our ball. Kick out with our right heel, correct the ball. Shift the weight, turn the ball. As it goes to the forehead, the left hand, we turn our hips and waist and we put the shuttlecock right there. We sit down and sit back. We pivot in. We have the center with the ball. Right foot ready to go, right hand on the bottom. Right heel, start to spin the ball. As it goes to the forehead, put the shuttlecock right there. Get it? It's not so bad. Okay, let's do it again then. Okay, let's really secure it down, okay? But you realize when we did the 16 a couple of times earlier this morning that you didn't have a chance to really think. But that's okay. Okay, as you get more familiar with the drilling, it'll finally click together, okay? So let's just kind of drill it for now, okay? So we're on a slant. What foot? I'm not going to tell you. Let's just see if you remember. Yeah, everybody's got it. Left foot is forward. Therefore, left hand has to push away. Right foot is 45 degrees. Right hand has to be at your hip, okay? You're in a bow stance. Sit back, sit down. Pivot. Nothing with the hands. We're going to pirouette. By pirouette, we mean just on the toe of the right, but weighted down on the left. We're going to spin out with our right heel and correct the ball. Here we go. Spin out, correct the ball. Shift the weight. Heel comes out, hand starts to rotate on the forehead. Maiden on her right. Sit back, sit down, pivot in, hold your ball on a tee. Right heel, right hand starts to spin, forehead, shuttlecock it there. Okay, very good. Okay, here's how to do a shuttlecock thing. When you come out with your left heel, you come out with your left hand. But people don't know what, okay. T stance, L stance, forehead, turn hips and waist, there. So you're placing it there, and this is already a martial arts block to your head. So watch again. T stance, left foot, left hand. Heel out, then the hand comes out. Heel out, hand up, turn to the forehead, then turn the hips and waist, put it there. Sit back, sit down, pivot in, ball, right, heel, hand, as it goes to the forehead, put it right there. Okay, let's do it this way then, okay? Okay, just work on that maiden now, okay? So slant it this way, and left hand on the bottom. We're gonna spin the ball, step out with the heel. Got that? And then you're dropping that right shoulder. Heel spin, forehead, what? How does your hand get to that shuttlecock right there? Turn the hips and waist, place it right there. The hands didn't do anything, they were connected to our body. Sit back, sit down. We're gonna pivot in. We're gonna hold our ball. I'll let you do a T stance for now because I'm talking and taking my sweet old time. Right foot ready to go, right heel ready to go. What are we gonna do? Heel and start to spin. Forehead, turn, the hips and waist, shuttlecock right there. All right, moving on now, okay? Keep that position. We're gonna take a half step with our left foot to the back. Okay, let's just try it and you can watch. Half step to the back. Set up the left hand like this, and the right hand is on the left also. The left is going to go down to the bottom of the seat, okay? Lift off the ground, swipe across, bend down, left hand down, right hand to the side, left hand comes up, right hand comes up, right foot comes up, and stretches that knee to flash arms like a fan. All right, one more time. Left foot ready to go, left hand ready to go. Maiden works her shuttle. Spin the ball. As it goes to the forehead, turn the hips and waist, put your shuttlecock right there. Sit back, sit down, pivot in, hold your ball, right foot out, right hand turns, turn the hips and waist, put the shuttlecock right there. To get to the needle of the bottom of the C, we're going to have to take a half step with our left foot to the back to come forward to the bulletin board. Right now we're on a slant, okay? So bring that left foot back, place it down, left hand getting ready to go down, right hand at the hip. All together, we're going to lift the front foot and go down like this. One hand comes up, second hand comes up, foot comes up. Start in the middle, stretch the knee out, flash arms like a fan. Okay, so keep your stance. Let me just see you. Okay, good, very good, okay? So my main objective was to make you look forward, okay? So you can see that, yeah, maybe the hands need to be positioned a little bit. But when Maiden works her shuttle, it's like a Tai Chi walk in that you're zigzagging, but the needle to the bottom of the C takes you straight away. Zigzag. Zigzag. How do we correct that? Take that half step to the back. Swipes across, all together. And why am I not afraid that I won't fall? What's keeping me? What's gravity doing to me? This foot is very firm. Then we come two hands, then we come to our foot, we stretch out the knee, and then as soon as this heel steps forward, the hands then copy the foot. Flash arms. So one arm is, front arm is like this, and the other one is protecting your head, pulled back like this. Can you get into this position? Can you? Do you look that like me? Let's see. Keep it there. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay, so we got a platform to work on. Very, very good. All right, let's put it together again, okay? How do we start? You tell me. You get into the formation of the last repulsing of the monkey. How was that? Left foot forward, left hand forward, right foot short, right hand to your hip. Actually, Velda, a little further down. Yeah, because that right shoulder, I don't want it up. I want it drop down. Can you drop that right shoulder? And it'll sit right at your hip. All right? So I'm going to get into my position like you. What do we do? Sit back, sit down. Pivot the left. Pirouette the right or back. Inside out ball. What do we do? Kick out with our right heel, reposition the ball. How does maiden work? She starts to spin the ball, and the right hand and the right heel go out. As it goes to the forehead, she puts her shuttlecock right there. Using a lot of hips and waists. Sit back, sit down. Pivot in, hold your ball, right foot ready to go, right hand on the bottom. Out with the heel, out with the hand, spin the ball to the forehead, shuttlecock right there. Now you're not going to see me, but you know how to do it. Half step to the back with your left foot, right hand comes across from the hip, left hand ready to go. Bring the right foot up to the toe and go down to the bottom of the seat. One hand comes up, two hands come up, then your foot comes up, start in the middle, stretch out the right knee, step forward, flash arms like a fan. Okay, good. All right. So now we said that this was the best position for after repulsing the monkey. Now we're finding, wow, we need a new position because you can't see flash arms like a fan, okay? So watch again, because I know that each one is gaining or increasing or improving their stance, okay? So watch this one, okay? Watch, okay? Because that's how you can learn. Sit, bow stance, sit back, sit down, pivot, pirouette, kick out, right heel, reposition, right heel, right hand starts to go there, then turn the hips and waists, shuttles her cock right there. Sit back, sit down, pivot in, right foot ready to go, right hand ready to go, hand and heel, turn, then use your hips and waists, put the shuttlecock right there. And this is the position now we're going to the bottom of the C. So next time maybe we should change our position and face the bulletin board. But for now, you take a half step to the back. This goes across the hips and waists. You're going to do three things. The hand's going to go down to find that needle. The right hand is going to give you stability by counterbalancing you, and the right foot is going to be lifted up and going to the toe also. Ready, and go down. So you feel stronger. There's gravity helping you. One hand comes up first, two hands come up for more stability. The weightless foot comes up. The heel comes out, the hands come out. So you saw that then we're into cloud hands, I'll finish up, but you saw that the upper body matches somewhat the lower body. Okay, watch this cloud hands. Everybody knows how to do cloud hands. But when we do only 2 cloud hands, we have to close and hold our ball and weight down on the back foot, because now we're ready for what? How all young forms in. You grasp the bird's tail. Okay, just watch grasping the bird's tail for now, okay? See if you can pick up something new. Every time I demonstrate, I may not be focusing on one particular move, but it's a time to kind of review and compare. Okay, so then you're here. Then I always say, bring the tiger closer. And when you bring him closer, you have that force to then push him and reverse that force. Then you drop your shoulders and you flex your knees, you tuck your elbows. Gravity takes care of all of that. And then you shift your weight and close your forearm. Okay, let's see if we can do all of that now, okay? One more time the short way, and then we'll string all our movements together, okay? So how were we? You tell me. What foot first? After we repulse the monkey? Yep. Left hand forward, left foot forward. Right foot 45, right hand at your waist or hip, okay? We're in a bow stance. Sit back, sit down. Pivot. Pirouette. Kick out right. Right heel, right hand, forehead, shuttlecock right there. Sit back, sit down. Pivot in. Right foot, right hand, holding ball. Out with the right heel, spin the ball, forehead, shuttlecock right there. All right? Stay there. Study yourself. Left hand is forward. This time, right foot is forward, all right? And right foot is forward, so we're gonna turn to the bulletin board now, okay? Keep your hand, now keep your foot. Something like that, right? Shuttlecock right there. Is that right? Yeah, turn towards the bulletin board. Did you follow? Is that right? Now, half step to the back. How are we going to do that? Half step to the back. Is that right, Ken? Oh, this way? Yeah. I don't know. All right. So it should have worked, but maybe I didn't hold my feet. Well, that's a trick for trick-or-treating. Okay, well, just, no. So, yeah, so it really is tricky. So let's see, let's figure it out, okay? I'll do it. I can't stand not figuring things out. So I was just thinking, someone needs to be really good and get that position down really good so that when I have a lapse, you can correct me. As I have nobody to back me up. and all you do is smile and laugh. That's not fair. Okay? All right. We have enough time to finish it off one time. All right. What shall we do? Forward. I think we need to go side. Every way we start, there's going to be some hidden areas where you cannot see. So we have Donna, we have Rick, we have whoever else. We have the Yokoyamas, maybe Glenn, I'm not sure. Okay? So yeah, take a peek. Take a peek is fine. Oh, and then we also have Scott. Yeah, okay, for forward people. All right? So we're going to go left. We're doing yang 16 and doing it all, okay? Good Tai Chi posture, dropping those shoulders. Commencing form, shift weight to the right, allowing our heel off the ground, open, rotate, deep breath. Drop the shoulders, exhale, tuck the elbows, flex the knee. Form the ball, out and to the side, part the wild versus main one. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, ball for better balance, out with your heel, part the wild versus main, final. Half step forward, hold your ball, spin the ball to the right, rock the front foot, watch the advancing left hand, lift off the ground, set it up correctly, white crane spreads its wings. Drop your front foot as you tuck the elbow in and bisect your body. Swirl back to look at your left hand that's higher, set it up correctly. Multitask with your heel to brush knee one. Sit back, sit down, pivot out. Right hand higher, shift the weight, glance all together, brush knee two. The third time, we're going to pretend that we're going to start as if we're going to do a brush knee. Left hand is high, right hand is fisted low, shift the weight, exchange the top and the bottom, heel out to deflect, bring it in to parry, and then to punch. Strip the guy off of you, roll back and sit down and push him down, spiral up and lunge forward. We're going to pivot, right? Pivot on the back, pivot on the front, hook, shift the weight, T, out on an L, single whip. We're going to take a half step forward and swirl the backhand. Here we go. Half step forward, swirl the backhand, rock the front foot because we're on the weight on the back, to its toe and then its heel. Setting up for repulsing of the monkey. Center the front hand, look at the backhand that's higher. Here we go, all together. Ear, toe, heel. Meet in the center as you pivot to repulse one. Center, glance to the left, lift off the ground, ear, toe, heel. Meet in the center, pivot, repulse, final. Here's that trick now, okay? Pivot the front, pirouette the back. Kick out with your right heel, reposition to a correct ball. Heel out, hand of the right. Starts at the goal of the forehead. Turn the hips and waist. Put your shuttlecock right there. Sit back, sit down. Pivot in, hold your ball. Right hand, right foot ready to go. Heel of the right, hand of the, starts to go to the forehead. Maiden on her right. Half step to the back, across the hips and waist, down to the bottom of the seat with the left hand as the right hand swipes across the waist. One hand, left hand comes up, right hand comes up and joins it, right foot comes up, step out with the heel, flash arms. Sit back, sit down, pivot with your foot, and we have 12 o'clock. Pivot on the left heel, we have 9 o'clock. We don't close this time, okay? So this is the beginning of parameter 1 of cloud hands. Middle. What happens at 3 o'clock? 2 things. Flip the hands, close the feet. Middle. 2 things happen at 9. Flip the hands open. Middle. 3 o'clock only, well, close and hold your ball in a T. And what? You tell me. Nobody knows? Grass the bird's tail, we're all done. Grass the bird's tail, do it nicely, then I'll let you go home. That's it. So I'm looking this way, and we have just pushed out. Left foot forward, right foot back. Is that right? No. Right hand to the skimming of the hip, left hand forward, left foot forward. We're going to pivot and pirouette, our favorite. Ready? Sit back, sit down, to allow the left heel to pivot. Root down, allowing our right toe to be weighted or semi-weighted. The positioning of the hand, left hand 2 inches below the navel, right hand chest level, palm facing up in both situations. You're going to spin and kick out with your right heel and reposition your hand as if you're really holding that ball. Here we go. Root down, spin out, reposition your hand. All right? Left foot, left heel comes out, left hand comes out, and maiden works on her left. Okay? So I want to take this portion to the forward position, but let's repeat what we just did, okay? So you fix it up, okay? You know, you heard me, and we've done it many times. So you ask yourself, are the matching hand and feet forward and the matching hand and feet back? Then you probably have it. So the palm is away on the left, the palm is facing ceiling on the right. Sit back, sit down. Pivot, root down, allows you to then come up. That's the pirouette, right? Insubstantial foot or right foot has to do its job now, okay? So we're gonna kick out with the heel, reposition the hand, come out with the left heel, left hand, and maiden works on her left, okay? So let's take maiden on her left to the bulletin board wall, okay? So maiden is like this, okay? Got it? Sit back, sit down. This time you're gonna pivot in. Maiden has to put her shuttlecock on the other side. You're gonna hold your ball. Right foot ready to go, right hand ready to go. Step out, put the shuttlecock on the right. What are we gonna do? We've gotta go down to the bottom of the sea. How do we do that? We weight down on the front foot to stabilize ourselves. We take a half step to the back. Left hand is ready to go to the bottom of the sea. The right hand just kind of went to my left also. Then we're going to lift off the ground and put our toe down, go to the bottom of the sea. One hand comes up, left hand, right hand joins it, right foot joins it. Step out right heel, flash arms like a fan. Okay, hold your stance. Okay, and then you ask yourself, are you in good Tai Chi posture, or are you a prey to your opponent? And if you're a prey to your opponent, what do you need to do? Line up your horizontal danten points, because you don't want to flop over and give yourself away, okay? All right, good. So it's not easy, okay, but it can be very smooth, and we can make ourselves appear that we're comfortable, and it is an easy step because there's a lot of movement, and you can have control over it once you get it, okay? But once you get it, then you always have to say to yourself, stop and say, am I in good Tai Chi posture? You correct that. You have a finger, you know that this is your spine, and you never want to come forward, which is easy to do, but easy to fall too. So think about it. Why are you here? Why are you in Tai Chi? Do you want to learn to fall? Yeah, right? All right, let's do it again. You set yourself up. So what do you say to yourself? Left foot forward, left is your left hand forward. Are you pushing away on the left, right? Is that right? And is your right foot short on a 45? Is your right hand sitting at your hip and is catching the ball from the ceiling? So it should be this way, right? This way. A little further down, Jeff, on the hip. Drop your right hand. Drop your right hand down to the hip right here. Yeah, and then the ball's coming down here. Yeah, good. And you're in a forward position so that the right foot is not locked in, but it is a bow and arrow created, okay, an arrow in the back. It's still a bow step, okay? So left foot forward, left hand catching the ball from the ceiling. Right knee is not locked in, but there is an arrow on the right foot at a 45 degree, left hand forward, right hand sitting at your hip. Here we go. What's the first thing? Sit back, sit down, because from a bow step, you sit back, sit down. Here's the twist step, which is a pivot. Here's the shift of weight. Here's the pirouette. Did we have to figure it out? It just came naturally. What are we going to do? We have the left weighted down, therefore the right foot gets to move. We kick out with our right heel, we reposition our hand. And the left foot kind of, I want to say edited, but modified in that it's now a 45. We shift the weight to the forward foot. The left heel comes out, the left hand comes out. As it goes to the forehead, turn the hips and waist and put your shuttlecock right there to the left. Sit back, sit down, pivot in, hold your ball. Right heel comes out, right hand comes out. Here we go. Right heel, right hand. Turn, put the hand to the forehead, turn the hips and waist, put the shuttlecock right there. All right? Shuttlecock right there, get your position. Shuttlecock right there. I think it's there, right? Okay, we're at the forward position now, sorry. Forward position to the bulletin board wall. I thought you were in my view, okay. All right, this is where we are, right? We just shuttled to the right. We're gonna work on needle to the bottom of the sea. So everybody got it? This time it's a little opposite. I'm looking at my right foot forward, but my right hand is towards my forehead, right? And the left foot is back, but my left hand is forward. So we're gonna fix that up. Let's do that, okay? So what we want to do now, what do we want to do? We want to sit back. Oh, we want to bring this foot back, and we want to go down to the bottom of the sea. Is that right? I'm wrong. Ah. Good, thank you. Wow, good students. All right, so let's make it correct. We are at maiden shuttling on her right. We want to stabilize the right foot and allow our left foot to go back with our left hand set up, right hand across the hip. You're in this position. We want to go down to the bottom of the sea. We want to do everything together. Lift the right, go down, swipe across. How did we do that? We set it up like this. Right hand is over here, sort of. I'm exaggerating, but it's on the left. Left hand is like this. If you keep your thumb away, you want to go down like this, starting here. Right foot is on its toe. We want to do 3 things, if not more. We want to lift we want to go down. What do we want to do? Set it up. After we lift, we go down, okay? But the weight is on the left foot, so it's giving us stability. Lift up the right, place it down. When you place it down, everything goes down. Okay, one more time. Lift up, go down. One hand comes up, two hands come up, then your foot comes up, and you stretch out the knee on the heel, flash arms like a fan. Sit back, sit down. Pivot, 12 o'clock. 9 o'clock, cloud hands. 12 o'clock, two things happen at 3, flip and close. Two things happen at 9. At 3 o'clock, we flip the hands, close the feet, get into a T, get into a ball. What do? Same as in the 10 form, same as in the 24. We step out to ward off. Turn the hips and waist, grasp the bird's tail, let's practice. Let's get that energy, get that private bubble that you have, making sure that the energy is right around you. You're creating it. You're recycling it. You're powerful. This is Tai Chi, okay? Use your energy. The more energy you store, the more you can generate. Embrace the tiger. Up, in, and out. Drop the shoulders, tuck the elbows. Bring that energy all back home. Okay? So now we're going to do the long version, okay? So sometimes when we repeat, it's very good, but other times we need to put it into the whole, then come back maybe and renew the drill again, okay? So yes, you're progressing, maybe you know how to do your pivot and your pirouette, and now you're inching into maiden, okay? But then there's more to do, there's more to learn, you have more confidence so that you can tackle more complex things. So you first learn pivot and pirouette, then you're inching into maiden, and then you're tackling going to the bottom of the sea, things of that sort, okay? Let's do that to the left. And I was going to say we're all on our journey. We can't expect 100% achievement right now in each of the sub-movements, but we surely can get a taste and a feel for it, okay? Good Tai Chi posture, commencing form, shift weight to the right, on the toe, open, 50-50, rotate, deep breath, reverse, make yourself small, flex your knee, hold your ball, part the wild horse's mane 1, sit back, sit down, pivot out, center, out, part 2, half step, spin as you rock, advance the left as you watch, set it up correctly. White crane spreads its wings. Drop the front foot, tuck the elbow, bisect, swirl back, look back, all together, brush knee 1. Sit back, twist out, set it up, all together, brush knee 2. Sit back, as if you're going to do a brush knee, left hand high, right hand fisted low, exchange the places, deflect to the right with the right heel and right hand, parry, and then advance forward, punch. Strip the guy off of you, open your fingers, roll back and sit down, spiral up and lunge forward. pivot on the back, pivot on the front, hook, out into the side L, single whip. Half step forward, swirl the back hand, rock the front foot, so weight on the back, play your lute. Center the left hand, right hand higher, glance, all together. Up, toe, heel, pivot, meet, repulse of the monkey. Center, lead with the toe, up, ear, toe, heel, meet, slide. Pivot the front, pirouette the back, spin out right, left foot, left hand up, maiden on her left. Sit back, sit down, pivot in, hold your ball, right heel out, right hand to the forehead, maiden on her right. Half step to the back, across the hips and waist, set it up, down to the bottom of the seat. One hand, two hands, send your foot, start in the middle, out, stretch the right knee, flash arms. Sit back, sit down, pivot, 9 o'clock. 3 o'clock, two things happen. 9 o'clock, two things happen. T-ball, ward off. Roll back. Twist. T, L, ward off. Cross the bird's tail. Embrace the tiger. Drop the shoulders, tuck the elbows, flex the knees as we close our forearm. Okay, so there's still that area, okay, but we have a nice closure, something very familiar. So who said that young 16 would be easy, right? You knew that you were going to move in from the 10 form to the 16. So we have to do some practicing, okay? Let's take it from maiden, okay? Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate, okay? And I'll take it from my home base, which is where I usually start you folks, okay? So sit back, sit down, pivot, pirouette, kick out right, kick out left, sit back, sit down, pivot in, top matches the bottom or vice versa. Half step to the back, across the hips and waist, down to the bottom of the seat. One hand, two hands. This is centralizing your energy, stabilizing for better balance. Okay, so not sure what I said, whether we were going to do needle to the bottom of the sea or maiden works or shuttle. But I want to think about maiden works her shuttle, okay? I want to address that. When maiden works her shuttle, how is she? Okay. So when the maiden works her shuttle, she is left foot is insubstantial, left hand is on the bottom because that's the advancing hand, the bottom hand. So this is how you set it up. When you come out with your heel, the left hand or bottom hand advances so that the left matches the top of your body matches the bottom of the body, and then she shuttles this way. Okay, so one thing to know is that you set it up correctly. Left, left, left on the bottom, left insubstantial. When you are ready, you are firm down, you have energy, and you come out this way so the top and the bottom match. You stay there and use your core to bring it up. But once it gets there, you turn your hips and waist and you put it there. Same with the next one. Instead of pivoting out, which we're accustomed to, we're right here on a bow stance. We sit back, we pivot in. Right hand, right foot ready to go. Right heel out, right hand starts to spin the ball to the forehead, turn the hips and waist right there. There's hardly any movement of the hands, because once you set it up, the spinning or the turning or rotation of the hips and waist gets you where you want to be. Okay, that was the front version, okay? So here I am, out, turn here, sit back, instep, ball, heel, hand, turn, rotate, then turn the hips and waist. Half step to the back, across the hips and waist. We want to go to a straightaway, so this guy eventually turns this way. I set it up, my weight is on the back. I lift off the ground, I go down to the bottom of the seat. One hand comes up, one hand comes up, two hands come up to make me more stable, then my foot comes up because I want that good balance. Sit back, twist step. Okay? All right. I don't know how to teach it, I keep on doing it, but thinking that you'll get it. All right, let's do from maiden works her shuttle on her, going to her left, okay? So right hand on the top, left foot ready to go, left hand on the bottom. Step out, start to rotate. As the hand goes to the forehead, turn the hips and waist, and the maiden puts her shuttlecock right there. Sit back, sit down, pivot in, hold your ball. Right heel out, right hand starts to spin or rotate the ball. Set it up and turn the hips and waist. The shuttlecock goes right there. Good, this is where I want to be. We take a half step with our left foot while our left hand sets it up, and we go down to the bottom of the sea by lifting that right toed foot. One hand comes up, two hands come up, then your foot, start in the middle, flash your arms like a fan. All right, let's keep on repeating that, okay? Right on the top, left on the bottom, we're going to shuttle on our left. Weighted on our right or back foot. Out with our heel, rotate that ball, set it up, turn hips and waist, flatten down, bow stance. Sit back, sit down, pivot in, T stance, hold your ball sort of. Right heel out, right hand rotates. As it goes to the forehead, turn hips and waist, bow stance. We're going to take our left foot and go to the back. But at the same time, our hands will direct us to the bulletin board wall. We're in a zigzag and we're going to go to a straightaway. Half step to the back. Right hand comes to the hip. Left hand this way. Weight on the left foot to allow the right toe to come down, up and then come down, needle to the bottom. One hand comes up, that's your left. Then join it with the right. Then the right foot, stretch out the knee, straight away, flash arms like a fan. Okay? Okay, your turn to rest, okay? See if you can pick up something new now. Okay. Shuttle to the left, but veer to the right, okay? Maiden works her shuttle on her left. Out with your left heel, start to rotate. As it goes to the forehead, turn the hips and waist, put the shuttlecock to the left. Sit back, sit down, pivot in. Right heel out, right hand starts to spin to the forehead, turn the hips and waist, put the shuttlecock right there. What are we going to do? Half step to the back with our left foot. Half step to the back, across the hips and waist with the right. What are we going to do? Lift up the right to go down with the left. Up one hand, up two hands, up the foot. Stretch out, flash arms, second hand. Let's go on. Sit back, sit down. Pivot, 12 o'clock. 9 o'clock? 12 o'clock? 3 o'clock. 12 o'clock. 3 o'clock, or 9 o'clock? 3 o'clock? Not so bad, tea and a ball, and then ward off. Okay, when we turn and we do our grasping of the bird's tail, show me your best form. Now. Okay, good.